My name is Dee Thomas, and I'm with Florida Insurance Hub. I'd like to take a moment and tell you a little bit about GetAccept and how we've come to use GetAccept in our agency and why it's been a game changer for us. So first of all, I guess a few months ago, I was looking for an improvement on our proposal delivery system. We were looking for something that would allow us to do custom proposals, something that would be very efficient and not very time consuming and compatible for both personal lines and commercial lines customers, something that we could do, a very detailed commercial proposal or a simpler personal lines proposal. So in looking for those features, we looked at a lot of different companies and a lot of different software and eventually came across GetAccept. The thing that I personally liked about GetAccept right off the bat was the fact that I did several test proposals, and in all of the tests that we did, the proposals were delivered. That was a big problem that we'd had in a lot of the other software that we tried out, was sometimes we think the proposal was delivered, and I'd call my test subjects, and it's like, no, they didn't receive it. So that was a big issue that we wanted to overcome in looking for software. With GetAccept, we've had no problems. In fact, we've had notifications that are custom, they're customized, where we can set it up to tell us when a proposal is received, when the when the client opens it, when they review it, not if they just actually click to open it, but if they've taken the time to actually open the proposal, scroll through all the pages and review it. If that client prints the proposals, if they download the proposal or forward it to another email address, I can be notified. And I have used that feature. Once I had a client prospect, that was trying to rate shop basically and get a better rate from his current carrier. So he had my proposal and then forwarded it to a captive agent. When I saw the email address, I quickly recalled the proposal. So kept me from wasting a lot of time. And, I had the ability to immediately call the prospect and see how serious he was and, kind of where his head was at. So that's a good feature too, just for tracking. The notifications, like I said, they can be customized. You can get as many or as little as you want. And the same thing, it kind of goes two ways, not as far as just you being notified, but how often your clients are notified too. When you send out a proposal, you can set up notifications so that they receive a message via text and or email that you have sent them a proposal. They can be notified if they have not opened it in a while, if they haven't opened it after a while, they could be notified to actually open it, kind of like a reminder. You can send that out automatically. It's not something that you have to do. All of this stuff is automated and just set up so that you can say when to send it. They can be notified when you make comments on the proposal, and they can make comments as well, which is another thing that I like. We've gotten a lot of feedback from clients. All of the feedback has been really positive, but one of the things that the clients really like is that there is a live chat or comment feature set up in the proposal so that as they are looking at each page, if they have questions, they can just jot it down right there and instantly send it to you. They don't have to jot down all their questions, then go type that in an email or a text or call you on the phone and try and remember what it is that they wanted to say. As they're looking at it, they can type it and you are notified instantly that they have submitted a comment. And they can submit as many as they like, and you can reply back to them within the proposal. Which is really cool because it keeps everything integrated into one system. Even if you print out that proposal for your records, all of those comments are on that printout, which is a great feature when it comes to E&O and just making sure that we have record of what the dialogue has been between the agency and the client. What I've noticed that's been a really great thing for us more than anything is the ability to just stay in front of the client. We've noticed that our closing ratio has increased since using GetAccept. We originally did a test, like I said, testing them versus different proposal delivery system software, and then just what we were doing on our own. And the thing that we noticed right off the bat was that our closing ratio was much higher on the proposals that we sent out using GetAccept. And I think that's due in part to the fact that we are constantly in contact with the client. Even though we may not be physically doing it, that it's more of an automated contact via text, email, or like I said, with the chat comments, the client still has the perception that we are reaching out to them, we are talking to them. And so as a result, they are responding. We see a lot higher client-initiated responses on the proposals that we're using with GetAccept. So that has been a great thing, and it's been a game changer for us. Like I said, it's really increased our closing ratio, and we're happy and thankful for that. The feedback that we've gotten from the clients is that it's user-friendly. The system itself is very user-friendly. It's intuitive, so it's nothing really complicated for people that are afraid of tech. It also gives us a way to simplify and lay out our proposals. We typically do comparative proposals. We'll put together a comparative quote in our proposal that shows the client what they have with their current carrier and what we are providing as options. And from there, they can look at our recommendation and compare apples to apples to see what's the best fit. And GetAccept has allowed us to do that because we created our own template, but you have the opportunity to use their templates or use your own template, create your own template, which can be as simple or detailed as you want it to be. And that's what makes it perfect for insurance agencies in particular, I believe, because we do have personal lines clients who are going to be a lot different than the commercial lines clients and need a different level of detail depending on what you're doing. So that has been a great thing for us. We use e-signature, which is also integrated in there. I mean, they have so many features that you could use. The e-signature we use a little bit different. You can use it like you would traditionally use DocuSign or Adobe DC. It's great for that, but it's also great just for the purposes of getting some type of buy-in or commitment from that client right away and then being instantly notified. We use it so we have it set up so that they can click a button in our proposal and it says, this does not bind your policy. It sends us a notice that you agree to the proposal terms and you're ready to move forward. And so when someone clicks that green button to sign the document, we're instantly notified that they want to move forward and can begin working with them on getting the policy bound. So that's been a great feature for us as well. Like I said, GetAccept has a lot of features. There are a lot of things that I like about the software. I love it. But the biggest thing that GetAccept has going for it by far is their customer support, customer success team. They are phenomenal. They have the best team that I have ever seen in any company outside of perhaps my own company. But they are committed to our success, to their client success. And that is important to me. I've had issues that weren't even direct issues that involved them. It was just more so ignorance on my part of how to convert my Microsoft Word document into a Google Doc because I had some images that were causing some glitches and it needed to be totally reset up, totally reformatted in Google Docs. And I was having some problems with that. It had nothing to do with their software, but I just casually mentioned it as I was talking to the team, and they're like, "No problem. We'll do it for you. We'll set it up, from scratch in Google Docs." I'm like, "Okay, go for it." And they did. I mean, we talked like that afternoon, and by close of business that day, I got an email with the link to the Google Docs, and there was my proposal. that I was then able to use as a template. Which, by the way, you can. That's another thing I like. You don't have to use Google Docs. You can do Word. You can take a PDF. You can take whatever. Like I said, it's really user friendly. It's very customizable, and I love it. GetAccept, and I hope you love it too.